Today, it's Ofe Owerri on Foodies and Spice, a Nigerian soup that will leave lasting memories. So I have my meat in the pot. It's actually frozen from my freezer. I'll add my seasoning. Next will be my onions. Turn on the cooker, stir to incorporate, then cover to cook. I have the Okazi leaves here. Usually they help you cut it in the market because they feel like it's very, very hard. And for me, even when I get to eat Okazi, I have to beat it down the more because it's actually a hard leaf. Anything that comes from the market, I take my time to rinse it out with salt, especially if it's vegetable. So that's the reason why I added salt to that. So I'm going to do about 2 rinses for this Okazi. Put it in a sieve. And growing up, how we cook in my home, I usually tell people that cooking Nigerian soups is very easy. The steps, first is your protein, your meat. If you are using meat, you have to cook it to be soft. The next thing, you want to start adding your oils, your spices and everything. Vegetables always come last. Reason why you don't just put things from the market, you can see that sand, but that's so much sand, you can see. So that's the reason why you have to rinse. You must rinse. Okay, so I'll put this in my blender now. All right, so this is ready, and here we have our vegetable Okazi, also known as afang. So when it's time, I'm going to add it to the soup. So it's time for me to add the stockfish. I'm just going to add my cleaned stockfish. Now, stockfish is not only for the aroma, you also add it to part of the things that will make your soup big. Okay, so my pomo will go in next. I'm going to stay on that, and I'll be adding cleaned blended crayfish. Pepper to taste. I'm using dried pepper today. Prawns, fat prawns. It could even be shrimp safe, but the dried ones. Now the next thing I'm going to add will be the ogiri. Cover it, allow it come to a boil a bit before we add the cornstarch and the palm oil. I'm going to add about 2 cooking spoons of palm oil. And next will be my corn flour, my Checkers corn flour, to bring the soup together, give it body. Like I said earlier, if you are just joining me, usually they will use cocoyam, achi, or any of our traditional thickeners. But not everybody. We have Nigerians in diaspora. We have Nigerians living in Lagos, in some estates. You want to quickly cook soup, and maybe you now want to run to mile 12 to look for cocoyam. You can always cook your soup with corn flour. And if you use the Checkers corn flour, it is tasteless. So it doesn't really interfere with the ingredients and everything that you have put in your soup. It gives you, whatever you put in that soup, you will get it back. It doesn't interfere, it doesn't add any taste. It just gives your soup that body. So I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons. Now the good thing is, if you want more, depending on the liquid in your soup, you can add. If not, just start with a little quantity first. So you're going to dilute it with water to make a light paste like so. Then we'll take it to the soup. Now you're going to turn the soup just like so before you add the corn flour, the Checkers corn flour, and immediately you stir. You can see immediately you have that beautiful glossy look. Like immediately, that beautiful glossy look. Your soup now has body, like it's instant. You just see it work instantly. It cuts out the headache of you going to look for cocoyam, achi, and the rest from market. It cuts out even you having to boil cocoyam, remove the skin, pound it before you put it. This one is just as easy as ABC, and trust me, there is no difference between this and your cocoyam or achi or anything, because this is completely tasteless. It just thickens your soup, and see how beautiful it is. Very, very beautiful. So at this point, I'm going to add the Okazi leaf or the afang leaves. This looks so good, like absolutely beautiful. So I'm adding one more add-me seasoning, a little bit of salt just to balance the taste, maybe a little bit of pepper if you want. I have London people today. I should reduce the pepper, I forgot. My guests, they came all the way from London. They are big fans of the show and they are going to be tasting my food. Like, Gina, we are in Nigeria and we must taste your food. Okay? Now this tastes absolutely good. See, for you to know if your thickener worked, look at my hand. Are you seeing it? It doesn't drip. That's how to know your thickener worked. I'll just add some pumpkin leaves to it. You can actually use only Okazi to make the soup if you want, but adding the pumpkin leaves just give you a bit more nutrients. I think this is fine. And that is it. This is supposed to cook for just about 2 to 3 minutes and our Ofe Owerri is ready. Soft meat, well thickened with our checkers corn flour. Now this is good. I'll just allow it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes and this soup done.
Gina,
I'm happy to have you here today.
Amazing to be here as well.
Yeah.
I came with my
whole
family.
So is this your first time eating Ofe Owerri?
Funny enough, right? I'm married to an Igbo person. I'm not Igbo, but I have not had the opportunity to have Ofe Owerri. So this is my first time. And I have to tell you, this is
amazing. Now, there's something I added in this soup that they will not usually add. When they want to make Ofe Owerri, they are going to add maybe cocoyam or achi as thickeners. But today I used checkers corn flour.
Oh.
Yes. So I use corn flour as thickener instead of the usual cocoyam. So for example, you go back to the UK now and you want to make the soup and you don't have cocoyam. Or maybe the cocoyam you find in the African market is not fresh enough. You don't need to bother yourself.
Really?
Just get corn flour and get it done. So I won't take this one back from Checkers Custard. This is for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Custard.
Very welcome.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you have an array of their products in there. The custard 3-in-1, the pap, the vanilla flavor, the 4-in-1, the chocolate flavor. So enjoy all of that.
Can you use all of them regardless to make your soup?
No.
Okay.
Corn flour for the soup.
Okay, brilliant.
Now let me give you time to eat.
Thank you. Oh my God. This is going into one of my food soup recipe now.
Yeah, you should try it. It's really nice.
I will definitely.
Really nice. So any soup at all you want to make that calls for thickener, once there is no cocoyam around you or anything, please don't bother yourself. This can even do a better job.
Amazing.
Yeah. There are some people who don't like that cocoyam whole thing. This does a very good job.
Quite impressed. It's different seeing it, on TV or Instagram, but to be here live is a different feeling.
I know.
Oh wow.
Even if it can be very chaotic in here, trust me, it can. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, share and comment. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click on the subscribe button and notification bell to enjoy more of my recipes.